Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. For today's video, it is the moment that we have all been waiting for over the past 3 years. You know, don't lie, it got really old really fast. It is the end of the Kuwait arc, and Foodie Beauty is finally returning home to Canada. So what exactly does this mean? Well, first things first, her and Salah are no more. Signs point to the marriage being done for real this time. I will go ahead and discuss her last few live streams in Syria, what is coming up in Canada for old girl. She got into a little bit of a heated drama with Pete's, her BFF, since literally forever. They're fighting. If they can't make it work, I don't know who can. What's going on with her marriage? Will she be seeing someone new when she gets to Canada? And what is the living situation like? We'll discuss it all. The end of Salah and Chantal. For real this time, allegedly, but probably. But you never know. Girl, maybe I'm delusional, but I really do think it's done this time. You know, I hope I'm not wrong, but that chapter has closed. She hasn't trusted him since he cheated in the end of 2023. So let's just get right into it. I mean, shall we? We shallow bit. Girl, what? All right, you guys, welcome back. First, we're going to go ahead and discuss these last few live streams and the things that went on. Her talking about the end of her relationship and the end of the Syria arc, the end of the Middle East arc. One of the main reasons that she wants to leave the Middle East so bad, and what was kind of the end for her, was the fact that she hates being around all of these people in Syria. She never has a moment of peace, of privacy. She's always surrounded by Salah's family, and they even come in and out of the house. She says that he is going to get a quickie divorce. I don't know how that works in Syria, but in Kuwait, he can just go to the courthouse and get a divorce right away, whereas a woman in Kuwait is not able to do so. They'll push her towards like marriage counseling. In rare cases, they will let her get a divorce on her own, but it's not typical or anywhere near as easy as it is for a man. So Chantal doesn't even want to live there, even if her and Salah were to make up. She's not a trad wife. She's not about Middle East life. She is just not cut out for this lifestyle, you know, and they expect her to have a baby, to keep the house clean, to be a traditional Syrian bride. And that is just far from what she is. She says that she cannot really explain mental health to these people. They don't understand it. And yeah, when you're living in a civil war for like a decade, it just ended, right? People tend to focus on not running out of food, being able to keep themselves clean. Unfortunately, mental health is just not at the forefront. Lately, Chantal is upset because every time she goes over to Pizza of My Mind's channel, there are people in the chat that bombard her, saying negative things, telling Pete not to associate with her anymore, telling Pete that she's going to leave him high and dry anyway. He shouldn't move in with her. Chantal is very upset that he does not defend her. She's attacked and he doesn't do anything, she says. Girl, I feel like he can't go around blocking/deleting anybody who says something negative about Foodie Beauty, because if he did, he would have no one in chat. She keeps going on about numbers and views. And it's like, girl, if he deleted everyone who said anything slightly negative about you, literally no one chatting. Maybe you can get away with blocking everyone who says boo, but look at your chat. It's not much better. There's like 5 people chatting. Everybody else is blocked. Get over it. He was just getting some better views now that people are saying that she's going back over there. She did say that she would probably live with Pete's. It has not been 100% confirmed at this point, but now she's unsure because of these negative people in his chat, because that's so important. They haven't stayed much in touch, she says. Much in touch in 3 years, but she also contradicts herself and says that they have stayed in touch. I don't know, guys. I don't think that she's talked to him very much at all over the past 3 years. She was up Salah's ass, and as soon as Salah dumps her, she wants to run to him. That's what she does with every boyfriend she has. Salah didn't want her talking to him, although I do think he made exception on occasion. He didn't want her talking to other men, period. And that included her BFF forever. But yeah, she is just such a user. She knows that Pete's is the only person that she has in Canada. Her family's done with her. Nobody from the internet is going to help her. So who else does she have? Pete's. And he'll run right back to her too. He might say one thing online. Oh, I'm not going to let her do XYZ. No, boy, you're just going to let her walk all over you. When she gets back to Canada, she's going to be getting a hotel because apparently she moves in on November 2nd. So she's going to have like a week or so in a hotel. Some people think that this indicates that this is all a scam and that she is going to be staying in a hotel for like a week or two and then moving right on back to Syria with her man after she gets her bundle of cash. I'm not sure where the bundle of cash is coming from, and yeah, I don't blame people for not thinking that she is going to stay in Canada. She's done this how many times now, guys? I just want to stay in my delusional bubble and hope that, yes, this really is the end of the Middle East arc. But even I am not 100% convinced that she is going to stay there. Au contraire, Mademoiselle Sorrow. Ugh. She could very well change her mind. It is going to take several months until people start believing, okay, yeah, she's not going back, I can tell. As soon as she has like any kind of man, then we know for sure that it's over because Salah would obviously never allow that. Girl, come get your man. I know that it has been rumored that Nader has been released from jail and Debbie Ann won't have him anymore. So perhaps Chantal will just pick up where she left off. That was the whole point of this marriage, to make Nader jealous, wasn't it? Are you jealous yet? Honestly, that wouldn't even surprise me. I mean, I would be very like hyped up if that happened, but it wouldn't surprise me. She has, of course, been talking a lot about how people are going to find possibly this hotel that she's staying at. She was looking at doorknobs to make sure that the doorknobs in the apartment that she picks are not distinct in any way because people might guess her apartment location based on doorknobs. She does say that she's going to say what city she's living in once she gets there. A lot of people expect that she will be staying in Cornwall, but maybe not. I really don't think that Pete's wants to be there. So if Pete's is going to stay with her, she probably decided to move somewhere else. Wouldn't it just be best? Like, why would she share the city that she was living in at this point? Don't make it even easier. She needs to go into this knowing that her place is going to be found, regardless of whether she wants it to or not. It's a race against time. She needs to tell the landlord ahead of time something like this is going to happen. She needs to get ahead of this because no matter what I say, what she says, what anyone says, they're going to find this apartment, period. Probably the hotel too. Even if she just shows a white wall, which she said she would, it doesn't matter. In regards to Pete's, she says that maybe they're going separate ways as well because of the people in his chat talking shit. That being said, she admits that she won't room with anyone but Pete. So it's him or nobody. She also keeps alluding to possibly getting sick. She might be sick. She's starting to feel ill. My voice, my cough. It's like, girl, no. Hopefully Salah just drops her off at the airport and says, you're on your own. Speaking of Salah, I do wonder, are we ever going to get any update on what becomes of Salah? Probably not, actually. I think that if this is over, he will probably leave the internet. For him, it has brought nothing but grief. He probably has another woman already lined up. His family has picked out a proper suitor to be his new wife. They will have kids. They will live happily ever after in this family home. And we will probably never know about any of it unless he decides to get petty and go on his channel. But keep in mind, he has no way of getting that money without crossing a border. So it would have to be enough money to make it worth it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think we'll hear anything from Salah? I'm thinking he's going to go ghost, but you just never know. We'll just have to live with little glimpses that Foodie Beauty relays to us, meaning they could just be lies. I could honestly see him ghosting Foodie Beauty as soon as she is in Canada. After a few weeks, never speaks to her again. When he gets married again, or even just has a fiance or something, because they do it fast over there. Like, there is no dating. If the family has somebody set up, they'll just get married and start their relationship from there. And at that point, she's not going to get anything. Not a hi, not a hello, not a can I poop on you. All right, so let's discuss her final video in the Middle East. This was a KFG mukbang that was called It's All Over, Goodbye Middle East. She's using a pillow to eat her food off of. Salah burn it. She needed one last KFG bucket of fried chicken to herself. That sounds like foodie, doesn't it? I wonder how many times she got the KFG when she was in Syria. Tell me, why does it look like she put on weight while she was staying in Syria? It makes absolutely no sense. She does admit in this video that she will be moving back by Halloween. The goal is for them to eventually be divorced. Her marriage isn't even really recognized in Canada at this point, so they have decided that this is the best for them and they're going to be trying to keep it amicable. There was a lot of cultural clashes going on, which is basically code for she can't have kids and she's not a trad wife material. She doesn't like being around the family. It does seem like that family was trying to make it work, which more credit than we can give Chantal. She assures us that they are not separating because they don't love each other anymore. Oh no, it's because Salah never did. Oh, just kidding. She didn't say that. It wasn't easy for her to get a place in Canada, but she did. Julia is, of course, staying with Daddy. Chantal makes excuses, but girl, just add her to the list of abandoned animals. What's another number? She says that she feels like a mute in Syria. She feels muted. Girl, try Afghanistan. I don't want to hear it. She literally had 3 years and she didn't even learn a lick of Arabic. She could have been on her phone learning the language all day, but she was scrolling TikTok. She has a lot of insecurities about the cultural norms over there. She'll never live up to what Salah's family expects of her. She's old and infertile, which isn't what is expected over there. They want to expand their family. But let's be for real here. The biggest reason she's leaving Syria is because she cannot handle it. It is just way too different from her Western lifestyle. Bad internet and no food. She doesn't, however, address what everyone wants to know, and that is she going to continue practicing Islam when she goes back to Canada? Honestly, I feel like it's going to come down to sheer laziness on Chantal's part. She's not going to want to do the head covering, and she might pretend for a few weeks. Oh, you don't need the head covering to still practice, which, okay, but it's Chantal. Maybe she did that on purpose last week when she flashed the camera. She wanted to get people ready, so it wasn't a surprise when she came back on in her Western attire. Let's take a look at these community tabs. This one was from earlier today. Okay, first off, Pete's is going to do what he wants. He isn't going to listen to a bunch of losers who come in one time when they sniff out possible drama and misery because their lives are miserable as well, LOL. Wait, she literally just called Pete's life miserable or her own life miserable? Or both? LOL, girl. Second, my feelings are valid in feeling hurt that my best friend would allow haters to talk crap about me and not do or say anything. But I also acknowledge that he does stick up for me a lot and he probably doesn't know half of the rejects that go in there, those trying to drive a wedge in a long-time friendship for lulz, pretending to give a crap about him are subhuman. Why does she say things like that? Like, ew. It's just giving, well... We talked privately about this, as should have happened from the get-go, but I'm impulsive and reactive. Of course, we know, girl, and all has been resolved. For those who care so much about James, why are you not there every night supporting him? Were you his friend since high school? Do you watch his videos? Nah, y'all are fake AF. Anyway, moving on. So I guess it is safe to say that P will be moving in and joining this new Saga Villa 2.0 situation type deal. I do wonder if she does have plans to date or what's going on with that. You would think if she had plans to date, she wouldn't have Pete's moving in. I have my hopes up. Look at how many desperate men she was able to attract last time. We got a couple of new side characters. Roman L. Roman, anyone? She also put up her final announcement. I'm going to upload one last video, which was her KFG mukbang, and then disappear. Now is your last chance for a Syria cameo. Yeah, she did do a short live yesterday saying that she was done going live because the internet was just so bad and she didn't want to deal with it anymore and she's going back. So that's it. She could be on a plane right now for all we know. Although she did just post, "Go Blue Jays, go." What are the Blue Jays? All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I will, of course, catch y'all in the next one. It's done. Merry Christmas. It's done. Oh, you guys, there's also this channel called Lethal Blonde who has done a couple community tab posts alleging that Chantal is being investigated. She's under investigation. There's been a lot of chat about her money situation over in Syria. Was it okay for her to send somebody across the border and bring it back? Was it okay for her to give to a family in Syria? As far as I know, I don't know about sending someone over the border to bring it back. I don't know about that. But when it comes to giving to a family in need that she knows, which she probably didn't even do anyway, aka the Salah scam, there's actually nothing wrong with that as per my research. It's hard to know with Syria. Things change. A lot of the talk about sanctions was saying like you can't support anything that goes to the Assad regime, which is outdated because the Assad regime is not ruling now. To be honest, I don't think anything's going to happen to her. They might talk to her. They might pull her aside and be like, why were you in Syria? We can look it over on Sunday night's live stream, I guess. But I really don't think anything's actually going to happen to her. Let me know what y'all think, and I will catch you in the next one. All right. Bye, everyone.